So in the last video, I talked about what happened between April 2021 to April 2022. We're discussing how the idea of remote work kind of got in my head that that's possible for my own legal services immigration law firm. And I got a realization that that can be done anywhere with any kind of company. And a lot of savings can be had by hiring foreign workers rather than local US workers. And so I realized I needed to make a website, and a website that would be designed for someone like me, a business owner who needs shortcuts to quickly get the right workers for the job. In a table where you see wages on one side, what the person will accept, and their proficiency levels on another axis. And so now we're going to talk about, so the idea came about, I hired someone, it worked out pretty good, and I realized I need to evangelize this idea through a website. And so I made a deal. So now we're going into April until around July, late July, August. I made a deal to sign up with a development company in that building. It's a special building in a special place. The Avaz Twist Tower. And there's a development team that I'm working with. In the further background is the Oracle building. It has the Oracle logo on it. And, it's just gives me a bit of a warm, fuzzy feeling because I'm from Northern California, and we have the Golden State Warriors that won 3 championships in the Oracle Arena. And I personally enjoy the Oracle Arena more than the Chase Center. It just had more character. And anyway, 3 championships in the Oracle Arena, Oracle building right there. Feel like success is following me, maybe, or home is following me, and home is following me for sure, but this could be a sign of potential success. I have no fear of failure, as I may have mentioned, and I think that's a very important ingredient, because if you succeed despite having a fear of failure, you got some really fantastic luck on your side. And success is 20% luck, 15% blah blah blah, you know how the song goes. So anyway, what happened is I signed up with that team, and just a few things, because people might be working on projects of their own while they're watching this video and thinking like, what pitfalls to avoid, what to be aware of. Be mentally prepared for increases. So initially the project was supposed to be like $48,000, and it crossed over $60,000. And I might be a lawyer, I might, you would expect me to be more careful with the fine print, but the way the agreement was set up, there is some wiggle room on the actual costs if there's more things to be added or something. And the whole, I kind of don't want to talk about it that much, but I feel like some things were kind of thrown at me as a surprise in terms of cost, but fortunately I have more than enough budget to cover it. And when I started this project, mentally I thought, I'm willing to invest without any profits, without seeing any real results, up to $150,000. And if I don't see any real progress or successes of any kind, then it might be time to reconsider. But you know how it is, when you put money into a pit and you're expecting something to come back and it doesn't, you might just continue to throw more money at it. But a good idea, you have to be wise enough to understand that a good idea will stand up on its own. It doesn't need really that much money for it to be a success. So the product is not the website anyway. The product is it's the people. The people who are accepting lower wages but having a high level of ability. So anyway, the cost spiraled up a little bit in these months between April to July, late July. I was in California pretty much the whole time and busy with my own business, the primary business, the immigration law firm. And we were having a really good year. So there were some downs. There were some problems we had experienced, but overall, can't be saying, I have to be thankful, that is, for the way it worked, that the firm was succeeding and doing well. But this venture itself, what am I doing? I'm just sitting on the sidelines, letting the development team work on it. I also got in touch with a marketing person, so I told them that when I'm here, I will hire you to do the marketing. And so you gotta have the right people, you gotta bring the right people in place. So I have a marketing person who's gonna do marketing and advertising to draw in potential people to be users. And by users, we need also to bring in actual candidates, work candidates, job candidates. So I also hired a recruiter who was referred to me from the foreign worker, my remote employee. I asked the employee, do you know anyone who's good with recruitment? And so she told me about this recruiter in Sarajevo, and that recruiter is now, got hired. And so the team is 3 people plus the development company. Not sure what else to say, but that's pretty much an update. Then the nitty-gritty, the journaling, the daily progress and what I've been doing to make sure that I stay on task, that's gonna be what the next videos going forward are going to be about. This is just a recap of kind of the situation and what has happened. So, not a very interesting video, I understand, I admit that. But it's just to, anyone who's working on this type of thing where they have a technical product that they're kind of working on and this might not be their field of expertise, like it isn't for me, want to put out content so people can sort of see the pattern, what I'm going through and what they might be going through. And, I don't know if I'm saying anything that's of value right now to them, honestly, but I know more value will be output in the future videos as I talk about the processes and the tweaks that I will make and the team will make. And it's very important to also be in charge and not let the team dictate things too much, especially at the early stage. You've got to focus, it's your vision, and you can't let people people are going to say, oh, I know more than you about such and such and this and that and the other. But if you have a vision, you need to stick to it, and you need to be strong in your, your how you're driving this ship, because it is your ship to drive. But as things become more sophisticated, I imagine you need to delegate a lot more and trust a lot more. But first of all, you have to trust yourself. So with that said, that's all I got to say for now. Bye for now.